Conference opener for the Hartford Lacrosse team. Gave us all a mild heart attack, but a 15-14 overtime victory nonetheless. Pete Lawrence and the star of the game, and Garrett Dollard, the senior. So you guys have a 3-4 record coming into this. Conference play really didn't matter what you did in the non-conference. As I mentioned, you gave us a mild heart attack towards the tail end. You guys have 30 seconds, not making any moves. Jared Franz finds you, and just talk a little bit about the game-tying goal instead of the game-winning goal first.
Game-tying goal kind of got all jumbled up there. Didn't get the initial look we wanted, so just playing smart lacrosse, clearing through. Jared came down the side, and luckily back cut my guy, wasn't paying attention. Jared made a great feed and just finishing on the crease. So.
Now that was a pass, right? Because he normally takes that shot from about 15 yards out.
Yeah, right. No, I was as shocked as you were that it was a pass, but I had faith in him that it was coming to me, so I was ready to shoot and score.
Now in the overtime, they win the face-off. You guys come up with a strip, and then I think you got a call on the near side where it was a Hartford ball, but you guys able to capitalize it and talk about right in front of the cage, right where you put the game winner in.
Well, we had scouted them, and they weren't switching screens behind when we were playing two-man games. So we set that up. It was originally meant for Kevin O'Shea, but they didn't switch off me, so I had a short stick, and I was able to come around, get topside, and put it low and away.
All right, congratulations on the victory. A little FaceTime here on Hartford All Access. And we'll go with the head coach and Pete Lawrence. And we always have fun here on these interviews. Sure. Are you okay now, or have you calmed down now from this exciting roller coaster?
I feel a little better now. No, it was like we got off to such a great start in the game. We were like up, we're up, and then you know, I just feel like we made some plays, you know, where you just say, again, self-inflicted wounds. A few of our turnovers where, you know, it's just like guy wide open, hits him in the stick, drop it, they're going the other way, and then you know, we complicate that with something we talked about on defense in terms of our scheme. We'd say, all right, we're not going to slide to this, or we're going to go early to this, or this, and we do the exact opposite. You know, we just had kind of a little bit of a brain fart out there for a little bit, but you know, we said to the guys, it's like, this is why we do all the hard work. Like, you know, it's like we've been training for this for, you know, 8 or 9 months, you know, in reality. And these guys have committed a lot of time and, you know, to the conditioning and stuff like that. And, you know, typically on our practice plan, even every day, we have overtime segment there where we run a lot. And so that's what we were kind of selling the message as, is like, and I wasn't surprised that Tate ran that guy down, you know, from behind.
Yeah.
And I think we were fortunate, but I think they called that a shot. And so since Roy was closest, they gave us that shot back up.
I like how you give me the explanation right at the tail end.
Yeah, you know, but it's great. You know, it's typically like that in overtime. Either it's like, you know, they had a chance to score, we make a great hustle play, and then it's like it goes right back down, and it's like before they can even recover from that they're like, oh my God, why didn't we score that? It's like the ball's in the back of the net, and if it hadn't been like that and it gets drawn out, who knows what happens, you know? So just like you said, you know, Packy made some huge plays at the game, but there were a lot of other huge plays there too, and I think just a good effort, and I love how hard the guys just fought right to the end and never threw in the towel, because we were down obviously, you know, by 3 there at one point, you know, as the time was kind of winding down, and so just kind of a gritty, tough win, and we're 1-0 in the conference, so very happy.
Another guy that probably should have got a little FaceTime was Kevin O'Shea. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 goals here today. And prior to the season, you had talked about kind of creating an identity. Has he found himself as kind of the leader of this offense? When you need a goal, you kind of can turn to number 1?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, like I was even saying, just like Packy said, the play was to get the ball to O'Shea, like, you know, and they took that away. We tried to bring him in through the midfield just so he might get a matchup there at the end. And, you know, he was great. You know, we were talking earlier, and I was like, you know, what do you think? And I was like 3, 4. He's like, you know, I'm thinking 5 to 8. That's what he was saying, you know. And I was like, all right, I like that. He's like, got to step it up for the conference, and he absolutely did. And we talked a lot about that too. Is like you got to elevate your play. So definitely some things to learn from. But again, you know, love the effort, and so we got a week to get ready, and another conference game with Albany, you know. So. It'll be good. You know, these guys can go home, be with their families for Easter, and then we got a hard week of preparing.
So perfect segue from Pete Lawrence. The boys will enjoy this one, a 15-14 win against the UMBC Retrievers here at home. They'll have just one more home game senior day, but they'll be on the road next Sunday. It'll be a 2 o'clock start on the road at Albany. It'll be another conference matchup. Stay tuned to HartfordHawks.com for all the latest.